Very neat. The number 8 will sit next to number 16 on the east side of the stadium. Very special.
And is playing basically a home game here tonight from Pompano Beach. Handoff to Freeman. A lot of missed tackles. And Devontae Freeman gets 8.
A lot of missed tackles, but some good blocking up front also. I mean, this is a big, powerful, physical offensive line. And, you know, sometimes you take these types of groups for granted. Maybe even within the organization you do to some extent. I know in talking with Greg Roman, he said, hey, we've been real good at times. Other times we've been okay. And, boy, when I watch them, I see an awfully good unit. And you go around the league and look at some of the problems. Just look at the other side of the ball here tonight and the issues they have.
Right up the gut for a first down, Devontae Freeman. Here's tonight's professional grade presented by GMC. And Lamar Jackson with his streak of 44 straight games with a touchdown, the longest active streak. The guy who, since he came into the league in 2018, has the 5th highest rushing total across the NFL, not among quarterbacks, period. Behind Henry, Elliott, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook. And then Lamar with his 3,506. Pass is caught over the middle. Andrews. And Mark Andrews spinning around, still won't go down with a completion of 15 yards from Jackson.
Well, that's his guy, Mark Andrews. And when you give Lamar Jackson time in the pocket, those types of throws, he will pick you apart. He just will. There was a time where maybe that wouldn't happen. But now when you watch him, he's so poised and collected when he's in the pocket, knows where he's going with the football, dissects it, and great protection up front.
Ravens thought they were going to get Nick Boyle back this week, but they're going to hold him out one more game. Injured his knee in the middle of last November. Here's Jackson taking it to the 35. Lamar gets 2. You asked Lamar after that big game, 386 total yards in the overtime win against the Vikings on Sunday. 120 on the ground, how he felt, how sore he is, short week. He said, I had a couple of scratches, that's it.
Well, you don't see him take a lot of big hits, and unlike a lot of quarterbacks, he runs between the tackles. But when he does, he usually has 1, if not 2, 300-pounders kind of leading the way for him.
Hand off to Freeman, and he's wrapped up in the backfield by Agba. Coming off a game with 2.5 sacks. He got through in a loss of 1.
I think Wilkins is he's one of those players, when you talk about this defense and some of the good players that he has, he's certainly one of those guys. He's a load inside, and they get the inside pass rush. They got Agba who comes off, but they typically need to bring the extra rushers in order to get to the quarterback.
Le'Veon Bell back there next to Lamar Jackson. Play clock is just about to hit 0 when that ball was snapped. Ball's out. And Bateman is there for the Ravens as Eric Rowe forced the fumble. And it will stay with Baltimore as Brown put it on the ground.
Rowe was the only one who could really come over and make a play. They do a good job on the perimeter of blocking it up. And as Rowe's coming from inside out, he's the one who's able to strip the ball. A good recovery there by Bateman.
And it brings Justin Tucker back out for a 48-yard try. He missed it. Had made 14 in a row, but pushes this one wide right from 48. Still a 3-0 game here in South Florida.